Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Holston Valley Unitarian Universalist Church. I'm the Reverend Tiffany Anderson, the minister of this church, and my pronouns are she and her. Thank you for coming out on the Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. I really appreciate that you all decided to come be here with us today. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. Welcome to this community of transformation. We are so glad that you're here. If you're visiting us for the first time today, you are especially welcome. Phyllis at the visitors table by the door can help you get oriented if you have any questions. If you have little ones, our greeters can show you the way to the nursery, which is available during the service for children ages 6 and younger. Please be aware that our services are filmed and posted on YouTube. There's a chance you might be seen in our YouTube videos. If you want to make sure you are not ever on camera, please sit in the perfume-free zone over here or in the section closest to the back table by the library over there. Today we explore the meditation practice that comes from the Buddhist tradition, the Metta Bhavana, which is also known as the loving kindness meditation. This practice has held an important part in my own life long before I discovered this congregation, and our church has ties to this practice as well. So I'm especially excited to explore these interconnections with you today and how this tool can help each of us approach the world with a sense of groundedness and compassion. I find these practices especially powerful when they are practiced communally, just like when we sing together. So let's sing our opening hymn together, number 389 in the thicker gray hymnal, Gathered Here. Please rise with us in body or spirit as we sing together our opening hymn, number 389 in the gray hymnal. What can the world offer us right now? Not worries of the future, but right now. Not regrets of the past, but right now. How is your body right now? Sitting in a chair, breath moving in and out of your lungs, the patchwork of aches and ease that you feel in your muscles and bones. What is it like to just sit here, to just be present with your body? How are your thoughts right now? Do they move from one topic to another? Do distractions surface and then subside? No judgment here for your clutter of thoughts. Mine are a constant swirling presence. My mind is not still. And we can be present with the thoughts, watching them come and watching them go. How do you feel right now? Tired? Wired? Some horrible combination of the two? What if it was all right to feel however you are feeling in this present moment? What if your emotions are neither good nor bad, but just information that you gather? Can you put your hand on your heart and tell yourself that you are okay, just as you are? How are we collectively right now? A people who gathers voluntarily on a Sunday morning, who choose to be here and with each other in this present moment. We are present with each other here, connecting with each other's hopes, dreams, fears, and inner worlds, learning how to be community together. We breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. Welcome to the present moment. Let's keep breathing into the quiet of this present moment.
Good morning. I'm Catherine Pearson, and I'm your service leader today. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free of suffering. The transformational power of fire welcomes us to this gathering in the form of our chalice lighting. The chalice has been a symbol of life-saving loving kindness ever since the Unitarian Service Committee used it as a symbol of refuge and resistance when smuggling people out of Nazi-occupied Europe. When we light our chalice every week, we say the words of our vision statement, which reminds us that transformation is one of the big reasons that we are here. As Reverend Tiffany lights the chalice, please join me in saying our vision statement, which is printed in our bulletin. We work together as a church to transform ourselves, our community, and our world by sharing love, pursuing justice, and seeking wonder.
Let's be present with each other's joys and sorrows today, knowing that every feeling is welcome here and that we have the capacity as a community to hold whatever we need to hold together this week. If you'd like to share a joy or sorrow in person, please use the candle cards that are located on the back table. And if you'd like to share a joy or a concern from a distance, please email minister@hvuuc.org. It was really hard for me to not be with you last Sunday during the candles time when our service leader shared that Richard Boyd had passed away. So kind of want to light a candle for that again. Richard has been a pillar of our community for years, and this sudden loss is such a shock. His memorial service will be this coming Saturday, December 7th at 1 p.m., and all are welcome. A candle for Dana Inzer, who is having spinal surgery on Friday, December 6th, to get some relief from an injury sustained in a car accident. A candle card of gratitude for the amazing Thanksgiving potluck. We had over 70 people signed up, Everyone ate really, really well. Thank you to Rosemary for organizing the effort. It was such a gift. And Rosemary saying, no, thank you to all of you for coming and bringing food. Because of course that's what she would say. Oh, can we maybe do something about our chalice? It's looks like it needs a little love. Thank you. Usually we have the opposite problem. And a candle of joy for Amanda and Landon, who were married this Wednesday right here in front of the candles table in a private ceremony. Best wishes to the happy couple for years to come. It may have put a dent in my cynicism watching the two of them. If you wish to light your own candle, please approach the side of the table that is closest to you, and the closer candle keeper will assist you. Please light the candles at the back of the table first so that no one has to reach over an open flame. And if you wish for us to light a candle for you, please raise your hand until I acknowledge you, and I will light a candle for you. Our community is so much larger than just those of us who are in the building this morning, so we light a candle to hold space for those who are not physically present with us, but are ever in our hearts. And we light a final candle for all that remains unspoken in our hearts and minds.
In Lion's Roar magazine, Chen Ching Han writes about her experience encountering a mentally ill young man living on the streets of her city when she was walking to her early morning yoga class on election day. She had never met the young man before, but his reputation had preceded him online in a local community watch forum that she was a part of. Her impression from other people's stories online was that he was erratic and occasionally violent. On the day she met him, she had been contemplating the work of the Metta Sutta, the Buddhist teachings that resulted in the loving kindness meditation practice. She had been contemplating an ancient Buddhist story where traveling monks entered a haunted forest, armed only with the metta. As they entered this terrifying place, the monks chanted together, "May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering." And because those ghosts receive well wishes instead of fear, the ghosts turned from tormentors to helpers. Their experience of the metta changed them. So as this hungry young man approached her and asked her for food, or money for food, her work to be a compassionate and open-hearted person would not let her off the hook. She knew in her heart she had to run home and get him something to eat, which is where our reading picks up. I ran home and grabbed an apple, a handful of mandarins, an energy bar, a couple napkins, and some cash. I considered making a sandwich, but the bread was in the freezer, and I didn't think I could keep my 5-minute promise if I took the time to toast it. Hurrying back, I took the shortcut through the alley, beneath the giant "Vote" banner featuring Uncle Sam in a familiar pose, pointer finger aimed like a shotgun. Human body, stovepipe hat, and a furry whiskered cat face. The exclamation point after "Vote" featured a paw print in face of the dot. Before darting home, I had asked his name, expecting to hear Theodore.
I'm Theo.
He offered his hand. I'm Chen Ching. Theo's palm was warm and raspy, like this morning's breeze and the leaves they'd scattered to the ground.
Are you Chinese? Korean?
There were times and places when this question might have grated, but not here, not now. Chinese.
Chi-chi, Shen, Chen, Shen?
You can call me Zena.
I'll be here, Zena.
5 minutes ago, I had feared a man's presence. As I rounded the corner beneath feline Sam, I prayed not to be met with absence. And there was Theo, leaning against my favorite planter, painted just this summer with jewel-toned frogs and lotuses. Theo!
Zena!
We flung our arms to the still dark sky like we were rooting for the same team, and that team had just won the national championship. And once your arms are like that, you might as well just embrace the other person, even if the sun has not yet risen there on Liberty Street. And in that moment, standing flush with a line of bare trees draped in holiday lights, the two of you might just join their ranks to become a beam of vulnerable brightness. And as you're hugging this person, whose reality is unfathomably different from your own, but with whom you share an appreciation for sandwiches and showers, you might have the thought that not all is gloom and doom. Even if tomorrow morning when you arrive at the shala at 5:45 a.m., your heart will feel awfully heavy, and the unreadable number on the cosmic scale will seem terribly high.
Do you believe in Christ?
Theo asked before we parted. I considered how to respond simply but truthfully. I believe in Buddha and Christ and many things.
Buddha? You know, he's a prophet in Islam.
I smiled.
Okay, go to yoga.
You take good care, Theo.
No, I take better care of you than I do myself, and you take care of me.
An inversion of the Siddhaka Sutta, I thought, but I wasn't going to argue with him. Theo surprised me again with his parting words.
You are my prophet.
15 minutes prior, I thought I was meeting Angulimala on the road. I was wrong and not wrong. I forgot that Angulimala, like all of us, is more than the harm we've caused in the past. In Theo, I met a bodhisattva, a prophet, a Christ, a Buddha. I met someone who reminded me that if I must take up weapons, I should consider the disarming force of metta. If I must kill, I could try vanquishing the habit of judging others by what I read about them online.
I began my relationship with the loving kindness meditation, the Metta, out of desperation. I was in my late 20s and had spent the last decade, my entire adult life, plagued by anxiety, especially anxiety of the social type, and I knew something had to give. I had recently started attending a local Unitarian Universalist church and circling with a pagan community too, seeking a spiritual answer to the pathless listlessness and personal grief that had begun to take up too much space in my soul. From both communities, I heard an encouragement to meditate, that perhaps mindfulness practices would help my restless spirit settle down and appreciate the beauty of the present moment. But meditation didn't come easy to me. I don't know about you guys, but my brain never stops, ever. The hypervigilance that my human brain had evolved with, that was great for keeping my ancestors safe from predators hiding in the bushes, was not so great for the threats of spreadsheets, emails, complaining customers, traffic, and bosses with unreasonable expectations. So, quieting my mind was, and still is, a challenge. I tried counting my in-breaths and out-breaths, but would get distracted so easily by the judging running commentary in my mind. Had my brainwaves moved from beta to alpha yet? How long had I been counting my breaths for? Am I ever gonna get good at this? That inner judge of mine, she is such a tough customer. So I got a CD of guided meditations, hoping that it would help me stay on track if someone else was keeping track of the time and telling me when to breathe and when to count. And it did help. The practices on that CD were grounded in traditional Buddhist meditation approaches, and seriously, the Buddhists really do know how to meditate. On track 2 of this CD, I discovered the loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness is one of the 4 divine abodes of Buddhism. According to Lion's Roar magazine, the 4 divine abodes, also known as the 4 immeasurables, are the supreme emotions or mental states. They are loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. These 4 give us a framework to cultivate positive behaviors and minimize harmful ones. These qualities are considered divine because they represent love and goodwill toward all sentient beings and leads to a sublime and compassionate state of being. This resonates with the Unitarian Universalist principle of the inherent worth and dignity of every human being, or of every being, and the Unitarian Universalist values that places love at the center of everything that we do. The loving kindness meditation is a simple intention that begins with oneself, but then radiates out to the rest of the entire world. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. We start with the I because we cannot skip over the uncomfortable task of offering the metta to ourselves first. If our heart center is where our love originates, then we have to be willing to water the seed planted there. And then we do move to others. The loving kindness meditation helps us stretch our capacity for loving others, seeing others through compassionate eyes that understand on an intuitive level that we are all interconnected and that all of us, regardless of any of the other details of our life, wish to be well, happy, and free from suffering. So we begin our focus on others by choosing someone easy to send loving kindness to, knowing that who is easiest to love will vary day by day. Can I get an amen? Yeah. But whoever it is in that present moment, we send the metta to them first. From there, we practice sending love to someone we feel neutral about, someone that, like maybe someone who sells you your coffee every morning. This stretches us to experience how this feeling of magnanimity can be shared by anyone, because we are the ones doing the loving outside of any external circumstances or personal relationships. So it's a small stretch to someone we feel neutral about. Only then, after we've been stretching our capacity for loving kindness, do we make the bold move to send our metta to someone we may be experiencing some sort of difficulty or conflict with. This part of the practice was challenging, but it resonated with me. I had experiences as a young evangelical Christian where we were encouraged with Jesus' words to pray for our enemies. This wasn't the first time that I had seen connections between Jesus' unconditional love and Buddha's compassion. So in a lot of ways, I was kind of prepared to send loving kindness to people I had difficulties with. And this is the part of the practice that was really transformative for me and my experiences of social anxiety. There was one woman in particular in my spiritual community all those years ago that I was really intimidated by. She was respected by many, an elder in the community. She knew a lot, and she was really secure in her identity as a leader. And she was not especially warm and fuzzy. She was not at risk of falling into the people-pleasing trap at all, let me tell you. And maybe she was a little judgmental too. This combination of traits just had me so worried and so nervous every time I had to interact with her, which was pretty often. Every feeling of unworthiness that I was carrying around in my heart, I projected onto her and assumed that she was judging me. I decided she thought I was unworthy, that she didn't want me there and that she didn't like me. And you know what? I will never know what she really thought of me because I'm not a mind reader. But with the metta, I could start to care less about that and experience a slice of freedom from suffering that we name in this meditation. I knew on some level that my discomfort with this woman was my doing, not hers, but I didn't know what to do with it. But the loving kindness practice knew exactly what to do with it. As the voice on the CD invited me to send my metta to someone I was having difficulties with, it was her face that came to mind most often. Not every day, but fairly often. And as I would practice this meditation day after day, sending this intimidating figure love, wellness, and freedom, it started to change how I felt about her. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. It turns out that she's just another human being, doing the best she can with her own challenges, her own unprocessed trauma, her own burdens of leadership. She and I never became close, but I was able to have a freer and less anxious relationship with her as the practice continued. It transformed the relationship by transforming how I saw her and eventually how I felt about her. Likewise, Chin Ching experienced transformation in her relationship with Theo just by continually stretching her capacity for loving kindness. That when he approached her in need, she really had to say yes. The metta is transformative, but transformation is rarely convenient, is it? But where others could have shrunken away in fear or callously declared that they were late for yoga, Chin Ching saw another human being, and she communicated, "May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering," with her actions by turning around, running home, and bringing him food. The intention of the metta blossomed into action, which it will often do. Like the title of the readings article in Lion's Roar magazine, the metta is not for wimps. It seems to me that in this time in our history, we need to grow the forces of love, compassion, and kindness in this world. The loving kindness meditation is not the only tool we have to help us heal rifts and invite people to a more compassionate perspective, but it is a really excellent tool. And it begins on the inside. But with dedicated practice, it cannot stay in the inside. This community here has a relationship with the Metta Bhavana already. When I came to this community, we sang the Metta in hymn form every week while lighting candles. Since I've known you, ever since I've known you as a community, you've been a community that is transforming yourselves and the world by sharing love, loving kindness. We've been on a break from singing Filled with Loving Kindness, but that break is over now. It's going to go back into rotation as one of 3 meditative hymn options that we sing right after the Candles of Community, along with meditation on breathing and spirit of life. And we will keep communicating those choices to you on the screens and in your bulletins. But today, as this practice holds the central part of our work, we are going to sing it all together with Anne's help to lead us. Filled with Loving Kindness is in the thinner teal hymnal number 1031. I want to invite you to remain seated for this, to close your eyes if you know the song already, and to really come to this song with the intention of practicing loving kindness today.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness.
I invite you to continue in this spirit of meditation, continuing to breathe, continuing to be in touch with your body and invite it to ease and relaxation. And there's nowhere to start but where we are at with our own selves. I invite you to say to yourself, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. Imagine these words dropping into your heart the way a pebble drops to a still pond, leaving ripples. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. And now imagine someone that it is easy for you to wish wellness and happiness to. Invite them into your minds and your imagination and say to them, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. Now I invite you to imagine another person, someone that maybe you see but don't really know, someone you nod to as you come in the door at church, someone who serves you coffee, someone who checks out your groceries at the grocery store. Imagine this person in your mind and say to them, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. You don't have to know a thing about them, and you still know that they're a human being. And so you say, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And if you're ready to stretch, imagine a person you might have some difficulty with. Doesn't have to be the person you have the most difficulty with, just someone you have some difficulty with. And say to them, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. Whatever has happened between you and this person, or whatever you have imagined, they are a human being who needs to be well, who needs to be happy, who doesn't want to suffer. And say to them, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. Now imagine everyone in this room. Or open your eyes, peek, look across at the people. Look at the people that we are sharing this space with today. And say in your heart, may we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. There are people here who you know and that you don't know. There are people here who you have good history with and not so good history with. And we are a community. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. And if we can do it for each other, then I think we can do it for our nation. Can your heart expand to this country that we share with so many diverse people? Can we say to them, may we be well, may we be happy, may we be free from suffering. I want us all in this country to be well. Can we say, may we be well? May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. And from there, I think it's pretty easy to wish it for the world. Maybe not even just the humans. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be free from suffering.
May you be at peace. May your heart remain open. May you awaken to the light of your own true nature. May you be healed. May you be a source of healing for all beings. Thank you for being with us today. We'd love if you could stay for coffee hour. A lot of different people have brought a lot of their own cookies to share this Sunday, so coffee hour will be especially sweet today. Next Sunday, come ready to shop. Our annual Green Arts Festival is a chance to support local artisans in our community and is a great way to get unique holiday gifts for your friends and family. It is up to vendors what form of payments they will accept, so bring cash just in case. If you'd like to volunteer with the Memorial Reception Committee, please contact Elsa at memorialreceptions@hvuuc.org. Can I get Elsa to stand up for just a second, if that's possible? Everybody meet Elsa. I heard tale that maybe people did not know her as well, so if she emails you, she is not a scammer. She's just trying to get in contact with people. A few times a year, this team is called upon to provide finger foods and set up tables so that grieving families can be cared for with our hospitality after memorial services here. It's a way to practice loving kindness, and Elsa could definitely use some help. Thank you to Rosemary for sharing the gift of flowers with us today, and I'll hand it over to you.
I wanted to come back up here to offer an announcement about a very special holiday tradition here at Holston Valley Unitarian Universalist Church. Is 3 years in a row long enough to make something a tradition? Yes. Okay, good. Then this is about a tradition here. All right. This weekend, we got the giving tree set up, decorated, and covered in items for people in need to take directly off the tree. Last year, we gave away thousands of items. That's not hyperbole, you guys, thousands. And we are going to need a lot more donations to make this year a success. This is year 3 for us, which means that this is the first year that what we are doing has not been featured heavily in the local news. This means that the extra outpouring from the wider community may be less present this year. I wouldn't be surprised if people still left some things under the tree, but we're not getting the press about it this year. Which means that it's really going to be us here who are going to be up to the task of donating items and stocking the tree. Our wish list can be found on the back of the bulletin. We hope that you'll bring something in for the giving tree next week. It's really the only way we're going to keep it stocked. Really, if everyone here just brought in a pack of socks or a handful of gloves, we could go a long way to helping people who are cold and on the streets this winter. We're also looking for people to volunteer to restock the tree. You can email givingtree@hvuuc.org to volunteer or get more information about what it involves to restock the tree. Yes?
If someone doesn't have time to stock the tree.
Okay, can you and Beth raise your hands? All right, so we've got some holiday elves here to help us out, but they need money. They don't have enough Santa's magic to do it on their own. There's another way to pitch in with this effort. If you identify as a woman, you are welcome to come to Women's Night this Friday night for food, fellowship, and a chance to stuff items in bags to prepare for the giving tree. This event is not at the church. Our Women's Night events never are. So check our website's event page for information about where and when to meet. You could probably also ask Rosemary. And carpooling is encouraged this time. Parking is limited. So maybe as you're having cookies, you can get up with some other women and make a plan for carpooling.
Our closing hymn is number 86 in the thicker gray hymnal, Blessed Spirit of My Life.
Thank you so much for your generosity this week and every week. May you go through this week and this holiday season overflowing with love and kindness for yourself, each other, and even the entire world. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may justice lead us to the calling. May wonder meet us right where we're at. May we discover our collaborators and our companions, and may love guide us on our journey of transformation. Be amen, and go in peace. Thank you. Thank you so much.